なみおみくえみみおみおなみなみおなみおみくえなおみおなみみおくえみおみおなみくえみおくえなみおみくえみおみおなみなみおなみおみくえなおみおなみみおくえみおみおなみくえみおくえおみおなおみおみおみおなおみくえおみおみくえなみおみなみくえおみおなおみおみおみおなおみくえおみおみくえなみおみなみくえみみおくえなおみみおくえなおみみおくえなおみおなおみおみおみおなみくえおみおみくえなみおみなみくえみなみ
Alrighty, there we go. Second, I thought the microphone was going to work. Alrighty, welcome to the stream. Thank you for cricket-tuning in. I'm Cricketoon. And originally I had scheduled to play some No Man's Sky today, but thanks to how long the bloody Archon quest was taking in Genshin Impact, it didn't give me enough time to actually try to do the latest event. So that's what I want to focus on tonight. We're going to play some Genshin Impact, but I'm going to primarily focus on the oh, how do you pronounce it? Sabzeruz. I guess that's what it's called. That a festival that's held in Sumeru. I want to do that event. I don't know how long it'll take. It shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Shouldn't take up the whole stream. But that's the plan. I just want to stream that event. If there is time after I do most of the event or something, then I'll either continue on with the Archon quests, because there's still a fair bit of that to do, or I can switch over to No Man's Sky and we do some more progress in the current expedition, which I understand only has 2 weeks to be done. So the more I stream that, the better. Shouldn't be too hard to get that expedition done, I think. But yeah, that's the plan for tonight. More Genshin Impact and maybe some No Man's Sky if there's some time. We'll go right into it. Thankfully, we were able to actually leave the current situation of the Archon quest, so we can actually do like events and other stuff on the side. I think we just end up having to like redo a certain portion of it or something. So this is where it dumped us after I backed out of the Archon quest. Now, you here. Right. Go in here. Ah, and this is the event quest. Yeah, I know I haven't reached certain endings. Got more quests on here to do. I haven't even started these. I want to start those. I just haven't really bothered to play this game all that much to bother. All right, so this is the quest we want to do. So we got to go all the way back to Port Ormos in Sumeru. Oh, geez. Gang's all there.
Hey, Tainari and Kali are over there. And Dia and Candace are with them. Let's go say hi.
Yeah, let's. And unfortunately, due to the voice actor strike that's happening, poor Tainari does not have his voice. Everyone good with their assignment? Let's get the show on the road. Oh, and again, please be careful. The last thing we want is for her to find out about our plan. Oh, Dea doesn't have her voice either. Don't worry about that. Mercenaries can keep a secret like our lives depend on it. Oh, wow. This is unfortunate. Not sure this scenario is quite that extreme. You know what I mean, Candace. It's just a figure of speech. Even Kale. Wow. This is unfortunate. This kind of ruins the event. Not being able to hear the characters because of the voice actor strike that's happening. I'm still kind of nervous. I'm not sure. It's not that I'm scared. I'll let something slip. It's just, what if she suddenly shows up behind me without warning? There's someone.
What are you guys talking about?
Hey there, what are you guys talking about? Hard to tell, Paimon, because none of them have their voices. Ah, nothing, I swear. I don't know anything you don't know. I'm not hiding anything. You're definitely hiding something. Calm down, Kale. At least check who it is before you freak out. Rick, Paimon, fancy seeing you here. Great to see you all. Oh, it's you two. You scare me half to death. Just like when I lose focus in class and Master Tainari suddenly shows up behind me, but even scarier. Are you here for the Sabzeruz festival?
Yep, festivals are always so fun. It seemed like the perfect time to come back and hang out with all of our friends.
Yeah, shame they don't have their voices. This one is extra special. I heard from Master that the Academia is planning a grand birthday celebration for the Dendro Archon. Perhaps it's a small attempt to make amends for their past behavior.
Guess we came at the perfect time. A grand celebration calls for even more good food and fun than usual. But what were you gossiping about just now? Paimon heard something about a secret.
We're here, you two. I'll explain everything in private. Preparing a birthday surprise for the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, a birthday surprise?
I like the expression. It was Dea's idea, actually. It was just something that occurred to me while talking with Dunyazad. The Sabzeruz festival always seems to follow the same formula, so I figured a change of pace would be nice. Dunyazad liked the idea, and so did the others, so we got the ball rolling pretty quickly. If we want this to be a surprise to fewer people who know, the better. We're dealing with the god of wisdom here. A single slip of the tongue is enough to spoil the whole thing.
Yeah, that all makes sense. So, do we have to keep talking like this until the festival ends?
So anyway, we've only asked a few of our friends to help out since they happen to have some free time.
So what exactly are you planning?
Oh, we heard the Dendro Archon loves candies, so we want to take advantage of that. We're also planning a birthday meal for the carriage parade, so we'll have a half Mewa feast as well. We'll have most of the specifics to Kaveh. Right now, all we need to do is purchase the food and decorations.
Yeah, put us to work! Now that we're in on the plan, we should do something to contribute!
Candace, weren't you looking for someone to help you with the shopping? Yes, I've been in the desert so long, I was worried I wouldn't be the best judge of goods around here. We can help with that. As long as it's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all. We're more than happy to help.
Seems like you're really learning your manners, Paimon. Happily take you up on that offer, then. Alright, it's settled. Tainari will book the venue, Dunyazard and I will take care of the decorations, and you three are on food.
Ooh, so exciting! This is gonna be the best birthday surprise Nahida could ask for!
Shh!
Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot. Gotta keep it a secret.
Loudmouth. That starts the event. Or at least the quest that's tied to the event. And then we get the nice little cutscene for the event. And there's the Dendro Archon herself. Alright, so what does this event want us to do? Series of quests that have to be done here. Oh no, that's it. Okay. Okay, oh yeah, though these quests unlock the things that we need to do. We gotta do these 3 quests real quick, so that way we unlock things pertaining to the event.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Talk to this guy to unlock this part of the quest. Phantom Toymaster should be pleased to invite you to play a new game, The Rocking Carriage, a flower that blooms only during the festival. Yeah, these side quests are usually not voiced, so... So that unlocks this. Flower carriage is in motion. You can change its route to avoid obstacles. It will lose HP when it hits any obstacles, and if HP is fully depleted, you will fail the challenge. Okay, so that's similar to some other event that some other game that we played in an event. This one is conveniently over here. That's me. I think I didn't get the wrong person. Remark on informed us that you were the most cool-headed person she's ever seen when distinguishing dreams from reality. Oh, she flatters me. Hey, don't be so modest. That's precisely what our project is about, and our data indicates that people struggle to consciously wake up after falling asleep. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so this is just making a dreamscape so people can wake up better. Something like that. Medical research on the psychological effects of dreams. Ah. None of our project members have had any experience maintaining awareness within a dreamscape, so that left us all feeling really depressed. Yeah, I'm willing to help. I get stuff out of it. You're inside the dreamscape, you just need to follow the instructions given in the file to find the anomalous aspects related to the patient in question. Correct them, leave the dream, that's that. Every patient has unique circumstances and must be handled carefully. To enter a unique dreamscapes of patients, find the anomalies in said dreams and correct them. Okay. We'll find specific items in their dreamscapes based on their descriptions. And you get hints if you don't find them in time. We'll get this one so we can unlock that portion as well. Conveniently, they're all in the same location. Choose to play the Night of Flowers. Hey there, what you talking about? You guys are worried about putting on a show? Up here, the one and only illustrious hero without equal, the supreme candidate to play the Knight of Flowers. Now, what I should say is that you yourself fully deserve the title Knight of Flowers, no asterisks attached. As is one excited scholar, his eyes lit up the second he saw you. Folklorist from Humana. And a film based on various historical documents and folklore, using the latest Fontanian technology. Here we just gotta perform in things, I guess. I'm no actor, but I'm the best at kicking butt. Fight scenes are really easy. I can give the other scenes a shot, too. This one's a combat one. Okay. You have to aim for a higher score. Beat opponents or use a specific showstopper moves to accumulate scenic performance. Once you have a certain amount of scenic performance, you can increase your performance level, giving you powerful buffs. Alright, so it's all about...
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
It's all about combat for that one. Okay, there's... Yeah, these are the main quests. These tell the story of the event. Well, these are all the mini games that we can play. It looks like all of them are relatively unlocked, so we don't have to... We can probably blast through all of these in one go. Depends on how long it takes, anyway. It looks like we get to Festive Fever, which if we get 800 of them, then we get a free copy of Candace. And if we get 800, we'll get this fancy lawn ornament. If we can get 1,000 of it, then we'll get a crown. Cool. So I guess, well, I suppose we could do, we could try out each game like once, and then I could probably just do those off stream. It's more the story of the event that I'm more interested in actually streaming. But yeah, we could try each of these once. Flower cabbage is setting off. That's all we gotta do. We just gotta avoid the pots and touch the flowers. I'm sure this will probably be harder in the later difficulties. It looks like he keeps going until time runs out. That seems to be the deal. There's no finish line. Oh no, that was the finish line. Nice.
Add a touch of goodness from the goddess of flowers with these rare deserts.
All right. All right, look at this tavern. The stranger it seems. Looks like the chairs and ornaments are a bit different from normal, like they're upside down. Honestly, I don't know what my dream's going to be about. I'm from Mondstadt, and I don't really have any hobbies, except drinking. I'm the type to mess up sometimes when I get sloshed, so I'm counting on you. We got to correct 6 anomalies in here, where the hint is that things are apparently upside down. This here is obvious. Basically, just like spot the difference in a sense. It's an upside down chair. Another upside down chair. Probably upstairs. Yep. Okay. There. That was easy. Oh, hey, Reno. Thanks for cricket tuning in. I appreciate it. How you doing tonight? Probably get all these. These ones don't seem all that difficult. Just have to find the difference. I'm doing all right. A little tired due to work, but we're good. Ready, I think. Find the floating items. Okay, so we gotta find any items that are floating. Statue. Here's a box. Okay, now there's statue over there. Statue over here. Find 8 items here. Floating box. Floating statue. Seems to be just statues and boxes. One hiding behind that stump. See anything else that's floating? There's supposed to be one. Oh. Okay, it was the game's kind enough to inform me now. Here we go. Just asking to find some yokai. Eight of them. Find unusual monsters. Tells me it's people with masks on. Yeah. Anyone that's wearing a mask. Now it's pointing to the ones I've missed. Was one there. More. Oh. There we go. Get these ones done. These ones aren't too bad. They don't feel too much of a grind. Literally just spot the difference or something like that. Find objects that float around quietly. Basically find anything that's still floating but not making like actual noise or something. No, it is the... Oh, I see. They only float when I'm away. Yeah, when I approach them, they sit back down. Missing one though. Ah, there it is. And last one. Street lamps, 4 lamps, chairs. Nothing here even spares the slightest inkling of thought of symmetry. I want everything symmetrical. For asymmetric objects. Ooh. Basically anything that's not aligned. Like, as you can see that there's 2 lamps here. Yeah. There's 2 chairs. You don't need 2 chairs stacked up like that. Also mentioned street lights. Yeah, that one wasn't even that one was even in a proper place. That one right there also doesn't look right. Yeah. Oh, that's the edge. Oh. Oh. Seems to be fine. Okay, now it's highlighting what I missed. Ah. Another street light. There. That part of the that part of the event's done with. just have to stock up on the points. And we'll give this one a quick try. And then we'll go back to the story of the event. But here we just gotta beat up people. And we gotta put on some characters, make a party. Showstopper move. When characters trigger Vaporize on opponents, they'll gain additional scenic performance. Performance assistance. When your performance levels 1, 2, 3 respectively, everyone's max HP and elemental mastery is increased. If your performance level is 3, when your character triggers Vaporize, unleash a night wave at the character's position and deals true damage to nearby opponents. So of the trial characters, it's suggesting a Geo character, a Hydro, and a Pyro. Probably go that. In Yelan. Bring in my own Zhangling. I don't know, who's going to be my DPS? I don't think bringing in an Animo is going to help. Everyone else is underleveled. What I'm going to bring now, I'm going to bring her. See how that works.
Let's get stabilized.
Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now. Busted.
Hey, yeah! Nice and spicy.
Hey!
Hey there!
Order guide you. Gather.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! You're toast!
Game's up. Fun's over. Take it easy.
We gotta focus on triggering that Vaporize.
Gotcha. Busted.
This is order.
Nice and spicy!
Things are about to get dicey.
Eat this!
Take it easy. Game's up. Fun's over.
Let's get down to business.
Quietly now.
You're toast! A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Coming at ya! Hiya! Feeling lucky?
Order guide you.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Oh, I got silver. Why? Oh, that's why. Because it wanted me to do It wanted me 5,000 to get that. Well, we only need to get 500 to get the Prima gems. That's the important shit. Oh, I was like 2,000 off. Oh. I hate those battle ones. They ask for too much. Cool. My commissions are now done after doing all those quests. At least attain 200 festival fervor. I'll need a little more for Candace. I don't even use her, so I'm not too worried if I don't get her. I do have her.
Wine tastes the same as I remember.
Pretty sure I have her.
But where are those who share the memory?
Oh, maybe I don't. That I wanted to. Oh, I wanted this. Oh, interesting. I actually don't have Candace. Guess it makes sense to actually get her then. Anyway, I wanted to focus on the story of this event, so we're not going to worry about doing the rest of those mini-games. I'll probably do those off-stream if I feel like playing this or something. Alright, go back to doing this quest.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Well, unfortunately, we're in Sumeru, so hell with Liyue's tourist spots. Hopefully, we get more voiced characters, because so far everyone's unvoiced due to the voice actor strike.
Today. The sea breeze in Port Ormos isn't even enough to cover them up.
The final stop of the carriage parade, so many of the vendors decide to set up their stalls in advance. The city is a lot more lively than usual. Same goes for Aru Village. Everyone's doing their part to make this a truly unforgettable Sabzeruz festival.
Well, with all these vendors, there's no way we're going back empty-handed. Just leave the haggling to us.
All right, then let's... Oh. You okay? I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry. Let's go to that store and place an order. This store.
Welcome. What can I get for you today?
Nice that the NPC is voiced. I'd like to place an order for the Sabzeruz festival. Could you have them ready for pickup after the parade?
Ah, no problem at all. What'll it be?
Take 3 orders each of masala cheese balls, potato boats, and curry shrimp, and 10 orders of pani puri.
One sec. Let me jot this down. Potato boats, pani puri. All right. We'll have that ready as scheduled. That's a fairly sizable order.
Does that mean we can expect a discount?
Of course. Let me see. That should come to 29,000 mora, but you can have it for 26,000. How's that sound?
About 20,000. Ow, she really went for it.
Ah, that's a bit tricky. We're going to be fairly busy that day, and we're setting aside all these ingredients for your order.
What if I add 5 orders of Samoas? Will that help lower the price?
Well, in that case, the most I can offer is 20% off.
Great, we'll take it. Thank you so much.
Of course, of course. Thank you for your order.
So it turns out Candace is way better at haggling than us?
She didn't even have to use her voice either. Oh, one more thing.
Oh, something you wanted to add to your order, miss?
No, I just remind you to keep an eye on the fire you got going there. If you let it burn too long, it could become a safety hazard.
Oh, thanks for your concern, but I replaced the charcoal earlier today, so it should be...
Bang.
Whoa! There's so much smoke!
Oh,
Are you all right?
I'm fine, thanks. It's just... That was so strange.
Was it the wind generator?
It's certainly possible. I had a similar problem not too long ago. I thought switching to this one would fix the issue, but...
We can look into the true cause of the problem a bit later. What matters now is you're all right. Need any water? I've got some on me.
I'm all right. It seems like you got a good eye, miss. Just wish your warning came a little earlier. Probably could have avoided this scenario entirely. In any case, I'll definitely fix the stove today, so don't worry about any delays.
Take your time. Your health and safety is more important. I'll just leave the deposit here.
Sounds good. See you soon.
That was a close call. Good thing you're fast on your feet, Candace.
How'd you know there was something wrong with the stove? I guess you could call it a gut feeling. It's hard to describe.
Well, where should we go next? Preferably somewhere without any fire hazards. Paimon's still a little traumatized by what happened.
Go buy some fruit. We need it to make the candy.
Sounds good. It's been a while since we had the chance to shop at Port Ormos. Maybe we can pick up some other things along the way.
Keep shopping. That's the description. Probably run into a lot of Sumeru people in this.
Let's see. The fruit stand should be that way.
Oh, Candace having another headache.
Candace, are you okay?
Uh-oh. Watch out.
Uh-huh.
You okay, little one?
I'm fine. Thank you, miss.
Poor little girl was gonna get crushed by a crate.
What happened?
That crate came out of nowhere. Luckily, Candace saved that little girl before she got hit.
Where are your parents, child?
They're at the tavern by the harbor. But I got bored, so I came out to play.
Safe now, little one. Just be careful next time.
Go back to your parents now, child.
Okay.
Whose crates are these?
They're mine.
How many times have I told you not to leave heavy objects by the road? When are you gonna learn?
I'm sorry. It's just... we ran out of storage on our latest shipment.
And?
Yeah, and?
Nothing. I'll take care of it right away. I won't do it again.
Thank you, everyone. I should have been keeping a closer eye on everything. It's lucky you were here, Miss Candace. I really don't know how things would have turned out otherwise.
There'd be a crushed kid. That's what would have turned out. Nothing. Don't blame yourself, Sheriff. I understand just how difficult it is to look after a whole region. Still, with the festival coming, we need your vigilance more than ever.
I always feel like I could use an extra pair of eyes during Sabzeruz season. I appreciate the reminder, Miss Candace. Anyway, you were probably in the middle of something, so I'll leave you to it. Enjoy the festival.
That was some quick thinking, Candace. It was like you leapt into action before the crate even started to fall.
Like you knew what was going to happen all along. Like she's got some premonition happening. Yeah, I did see something. I saw the crate fall before it happened.
Wait, you mean you saw the future?
Yeah, something similar happened with the stove. I saw what was about to happen. The Eye of Prophecy. It's actually real? I don't think it's related to my amber eye. Growing up, it's never shown me any kind of strange phenomena. But ever since this morning, I've been seeing things that don't match with reality, and after a few seconds, they actually come to pass.
Have you told anyone else about this?
Not yet. I still haven't determined if it's the true power of prophecy, and I don't want to make everyone worry. Why did it come on so suddenly? Did it happen this morning? Out of the ordinary, really. I prayed to the gods, made my plan for the day, then went to meet my friends. Although, if I have to think of something, I did buy this gem along the way. Oh.
Whoa, it's beautiful!
Something about it. So you sense it too. Gems seem to contain traces of unusual elemental energy. I only bought it because it piqued my interest.
Could the gem be the source of the visions?
Certainly possible. Here, try it for yourself. Maybe you'll see something as well. I don't think anything happened. So it doesn't work for just anyone. Perhaps there's some kind of trigger condition. Or could it be because of my connection to Lord Alamar?
Maybe we could ask the others.
Everyone's been so busy preparing for the festival, I really don't want to trouble them with something so trivial. Luckily, I don't have too many responsibilities over the next few days, so I can investigate on my own. It's part of my duty as a guardian. We can help too. Even better. Having your company is like sitting around a bonfire with trusted companions. Your presence put people at ease. Alright, let's finish our shopping first, and we can investigate the gem. At the very least, we should ask around the merchant circles for information on its origins. Second here. Double checking something in the
Speaking of merchants, Paimon can think of someone who's always in the know. Although getting information out of her is definitely going to cost us.
Dory. Oh, do you mean Dory? I've heard people talk about her in Aru Village before.
Yep, that's the one. But she's pretty touchy when it comes to Mora, so it's best not to haggle too much.
Purchase the fruits on the shopping list. The vendors tell you where to find Dory. Now we gotta actually look for Dory. Oh, it's gonna cost all my stamina, isn't it? I have to take it slow. There we go. There's Dory. The goods you asked for, as promised, all the best quality, I assure you. Can I interest you in any of my newest offerings before you go? I like the teeth glitter there. Shame she doesn't have her voice. No? I'll see you around then.
Dory!
Oh, visiting two of my most valued customers, and Miss Candace. Now this is getting interesting. Brings the guardian of Aru Village to my neck of the woods. All my business in the desert is strictly above board, I assure you. You misunderstand, Miss Dory. We're just here for some information. Oh, you're in the market for some intel. Well, you come to the right place. I love dealing with information. It's easy to carry, and it's easier to hike up the price. Oh, which is always very reasonable, of course. This scene would be a lot better if there was voice acting. Bought a rather peculiar gem this morning, and I have the name of the merchant who sold it to me. I want to ask the merchant about the craftsman who cut this gem and where they got their ore. Oh, so you're looking to track them down. Not an easy job. They'll come at hefty price. Well, we don't necessarily have to track down the specific person. If you have a way of obtaining the information I seek, Miss Dory, I'd be happy to compensate you for those services as well. Find the person, no problem, but it's not as lucrative. I have a few connections that work with gemstones, but I'm better off charging them for the information directly. Well, now you're just asking the impossible. These kind of things tend to be trade secrets. It won't be easy to get that information even for the great Lord Sangama Bay. Sangama Bay. Just name your price. If you insist. Now let me see. There's the cost of travel, the guests I'll have to buy. I'm thinking around 200,000 Mora.
Yikes, that's steep.
That exceeds our budget, I'm afraid. Can you go any lower? Oh, Aru Village has done me a few favors in the past, so I think we can strike a deal. Why don't you make me an offer? About 50,000. Excuse me? That's even more aggressive than back at the market. Something wrong? It's usually the going rate for this kind of intel in the desert. Possible. Why wouldn't he be able to put food on the table at that rate? Can't do it. Nope. What a shame. About 30,000. That's even lower. 30,000 mora plus food, shelter, and a security detail whenever you're in Aru Village. I'll throw in a few tax exemptions as well. How does that sound? Village certainly has some promising business opportunities. Securing the protection of the local guardian isn't actually a bad trade. I'm not the only one profiting from this deal, though. I bet she only made the offer so Aru Village could benefit from more business activity, too. A scary woman. All right, after some reflection, I decide to forego all profit for this venture. 30,000 it is. Now I know why people call you the #1 merchant in Sumeru. Your generosity is truly unmatched. Of course, you're an esteemed client, Miss Candace. I stand more to gain from your friendship than anything else, so who cares about the mora? If that's the case, then... And by that I mean we've landed on the perfect price. 30,000 as agreed. Just gonna have to treat my gem contract at a 500 mora food stall instead. I really have to go out of my way to get this intel, so I'll need some time. Why don't you come back tomorrow? Of course. Thank you, Miss Story. You've been a huge help. Rick, you've only made it back to Sumeru. Why don't you take some time for yourself? I'll handle the rest of the orders.
Really? Paimon feels kind of bad, though. We didn't turn out to be much help.
Don't say that. I dragged you into my own personal investigation. I should be the one apologizing. It was nothing. Don't worry about it. Mobile as always. May the gods protect you. And you, Miss Dory. Safe travels. I'll see you tomorrow. Yep. Take care. Poor Dory. Now we gotta wait until the following morning. That's just nagging at me to do the, redeem my, redeem my commissions. There's 350 more of that than Candace. All right, following morning time. Crank it a whole 2 days. I like how Candace just teleports behind us.
Candace, you're here! Have you seen Dory?
She just left. I got here early and she had already started doing business, so we wrapped up things right away. She left the city as soon as I handed her a travel permit and tax waiver, I promised.
Wow, she sure didn't waste any time. So, how'd it go? Did she tell you where the gem came from?
Yes. According to the local gem merchants, the ore was retrieved from a nameless ruin in the desert several months ago. The ruin is in very poor condition. Even the writing on the walls is nearly impossible to read. Ori mentioned something even more concerning, though. Apparently, the craftsman made another gem just like this one.
So there's two?
Yes. The ore had a crack down the middle. The craftsman believed it would be impossible to repair, so they turned it into 2 gems instead.
So where's the other gem now?
That's exactly what I'd like to know. If this gem truly provides the power of foresight, the consequences could be terminal in the wrong hands. Funny enough, I heard a caravan was robbed just this morning in a remote part of the desert.
You think it's related to the other gem?
Can't say for sure, but I do know this. Only small-scale caravans or ones carrying important goods travel on remote paths like that, and their routes are highly confidential. So what you're saying is whoever attacked the caravan was able to predict its exact location. Certainly possible.
Sounds like we need to investigate the site of the robbery. But what about the preparations for the Sabzeruz festival?
Dea said we can meet up with everyone later. If we hurry, we should be able to get back in time. Of course, if you have other plans, don't feel obliged to come with me.
Hey, we're in this together! together. There's no way we're backing out now.
Let's head out. Should have known you would say that. Thank you for all your help. Now we're gonna warp all the way over here. The robbery took place not too far from here.
Wow, we really are in the middle of nowhere.
Heck, Paimon, over here. Sense that? A trace of amount of elemental energy. Exactly. Many among the desert tribes are capable of wielding elemental energy. Same is true for the Eremites. Some use that power to attack caravans and earn some quick mora.
Wait, are those broken planks over there?
Yes, all that's left of the transport wagon, I would imagine. Strange. The wood looks charred. Was there an explosion? See traces of activity over there. Let's follow the road and see what we can find.
Oh, I can't believe this. We made sure to pick a remote path and we still got ambushed.
Excuse me, sorry for the interruption.
Ah! Who's there?
Candace, the guardian of Aru Village. I'm trying to learn more about the robbery that took place this morning.
Guardian? Calm down. I think we're safe. Pretty sure stealing's not in a guardian's job description.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Don't mind him. Some of our guys are still on edge after the robbery this morning.
Sympathize, of course. There's no need to be nervous, although, is this where you plan to set up camp? Karen Rabat isn't far, you know.
The robbery took everything from us. We can't just let that slide, so I'm taking my men to confront them and get back some of what they stole at least.
Caution against that, especially when it looks like you're low on rations as it is. In the desert, impulsivity and overconfidence can be fatal. What was it that you were transporting?
Hazardous materials.
Excuse me?
For the love of... You can't just say that. Listen, it was just some firecrackers and fireworks. That's all.
But that's what the crates had written on them.
They're fireworks. What else would they be labeled as? Perishable goods?
I mean, they could.
Ugh, just ignore him, please. As you can see, some of my guys aren't particularly bright. If the guards at Caravan Rebot hear of this, we'll get questioned all over again.
Charred marks on the planks are from the fireworks? Where were you sending those goods?
To some tribal camps in the desert. Everybody's looking to celebrate with the Sabzeruz festival coming up. Even small businesses like us got a share of the orders. Mostly the long-distance transports that no one else wanted.
Hey, could you describe the robbery to us?
Well, it was like this. We had just set out on the remote path when...
A web of thorns and vines suddenly blocked our way.
Vines?
What? No, why would there be vines in the desert? Our wagon got stuck in the sand. That's what happened. I'm sure it was a trap. After that,
Bombs started falling from the sky.
Bombs?
oh, just stop talking. That robbery messed you up more than I thought. Don't listen to his nonsense. He's just a bit shaken up by what happened. Anyway, as we were trapped, the bandits started firing rockets at us, which made a lot of the fireworks go off. In the middle of all the chaos, they ran off with the rest of our stuff.
Did you see what they looked like?
No, we couldn't really see anything. There was sand everywhere, and we were more preoccupied with getting out alive. Although, I did notice that one of the bandits had this green stone.
Did it look anything like this?
Yes, exactly like that. I just couldn't make sense of it. If you already have something that valuable, why go after our cheap firecrackers?
Unless the hazardous materials were targeted for some other reason. Alright, I think I understand the situation. Thank you for your cooperation. I would still urge you to head to Caravan Rabat and report the incident. For your own safety, don't let your anger lead you to do something foolish.
Well, all right. We'll just take another quick break before we head over.
Good. Let's go. Alright, we should be out of earshot, so what do you think? I'm not sure about their identity. I feel the same way. Their leader was clearly hiding something. I think we could safely say those weren't simple fireworks shipments. Now, whatever hazardous materials they were transporting would fall into the hands of another group of bandits.
So one group of bad guys attacked the other?
It's very possible. In any case, our biggest concern right now is the group that currently has the goods and what their goal may be. Sabzeruz festival is coming up. Their methods were precise and effective. It's very likely they're exploiting the visions granted by the gem. The situation could be even more precarious than we thought. We should hide this any longer. Let's head back to Caravan Rabat and explain the situation to the guards. Thankfully, we just warp there. Rest here for now, you two. I'll be back as soon as I've spoken to the guards.
Paimon hopes the Sabzeruz festival doesn't get ruined. Things are turning out to be more complicated than we expected.
Oh? And what things would those be? Sounds like something the General Mahamatra should know about.
Well, nice to see Sino has his voice.
Sino, what are you doing here?
I'm here on business, investigating an unusual robbery case.
Wait, could it be the same one we've been investigating?
Sounds like you've been hard at work.
Just doing my duty. By the way, I brought something that I think might help with the investigation. Here, have some parisara pudding.
Okay, thanks.
Well, find any clues? They say the proof is in the pudding, after all.
God damn it, Sino.
Did you have to tell that joke when Paimon had a mouthful of pudding? She almost choked.
Don't tell me you did all that just to make a joke.
Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Tell me more about this robbery case of yours.
So we proceed to do so.
I see. So you and Candace already did a preliminary investigation.
Yep, Candace can tell you the rest when she gets back. That merchant group was really suspicious.
All right. You can leave the rest to me. On a different note, do you have any other plans for the day?
Oh, we'll probably head back with Candace. We're meeting up with everyone to prepare for the
I'm on.
super awesome dinner we're planning tonight.
Working quarters aren't too far from the Hidas. Did Tainari tell him about the surprise?
Strange. Sounds like you're hiding something from me.
Oh.
What? No, not at all. We'd never do anything like that.
Do you know why henna berries can't tell a lie?
Why?
Because they're always going to be red straight through.
Good
You
one.
think so? Then tell me your secret.
Seriously, there's no secret.
Is that so? You're not afraid of ending up like the bass in the lake?
What?
Because they always wind up eating their worms.
I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, who knew being interrogated by the General Mahamatra was this miserable?
He attacks him with puns. Huh, someone's being interrogated. Did I miss something?
Candace! Thank goodness you're back. Please save us.
Happened. Can't be anything too bad if Sino's grinning from ear to ear.
Nice to see you, Candace. The Traveler already updated me on everything, so you can leave the robbery case to me. But when I asked about their plans this afternoon, they started dodging my questions.
Afternoon. Aren't we heading back to Port Ormos to work on the surprise?
Candace! It's supposed to be a secret.
All right. Sino has always been part of the plan.
What? Why didn't you say something sooner?
Well, once you told me about the case, I realized I might not make it this afternoon. I was going to ask you to tell the group, but you decided to end the conversation.
Seriously? So we had to listen to a couple of Sino jokes for nothing?
It was 3 jokes, actually. We never told you who was involved. Apologies. That was our mistake.
Well, with that resolved, could you tell the group I've got a case? Oh, and these are the items I was supposed to get. Could you take them back with you?
Sure thing. We've got this.
I would hope so. I just handed it to you.
Oh, enough already.
All right, back to Port Ormos.
We're back. Finally free from all those terrible jokes.
I rarely get to spend time with Sino outside of work. I'm sure he's just happy he came back for the Sabzeruz festival.
That explains why he had all those jokes ready to go even while on the job. Paimon will never understand how he doesn't give himself a cringe attack.
Oh, premonition.
Candace? Did you have another vision?
Yes, I saw 2 people enter the alley over there. Seems suspicious. I think they were talking about something dangerous.
Dangerous? Maybe they're the bandits from earlier.
See what they look like? No, unfortunately the visions are very blurry. I can only catch a few words and some vague images.
Then let's sneak up on them. If they're the ones looking to cause trouble during the Sabzeruz festival, we should catch them in the act.
No, nothing. Secret signal. Explosion goes off.
Hey, did you hear that? Sounds like they're talking about something dangerous.
Try to get closer. Passers-by on the flower carriage will launch it. Factor in the object's trajectory. Completely foolproof. Stop your planning at once. Is something wrong? It's Kaveh and Alhaitham.
Wait, it's you two? Oh, what kind of terrible plan were you talking about just now? Something about explosions and the flower carriage?
Connections we make reveal a lot about the mind. The fact that you went to a dark place simply shows the way you think. Honestly, Paimon, what do you think we were doing? We were just discussing the birthday surprise. Not long ago. Like I said, that's not it. We have more than just a heartless transactional relationship. You're overthinking the whole thing. Your theory in the first place, that Marak disappeared after working for you all this time without anything in return. I'm allowed some dramatics. Marak hasn't come back since I sent out for coffee. Perhaps seeing the underlings at the academia pick up coffee for their seniors taught Marak something about its own situation. Saying I treat Marak as like my inferior? I would never. I'm just worried Marak had some sort of awful experience and decided to run away. Something triggered an existential crisis, and Marak became so angry about its mechanical assistance, he decided to never come back. Certainly an imaginative conclusion. It's impossible. I created Marak myself, and I performed regular maintenance every week. There's no way Marak would be that heartless. Here you are in Port Ormos telling me all this when I'm supposed to be working. But I ran into you, actually. I was hoping you could take a look at my proposal. Thought you were confident in your abilities. Like that, I just wanted to confirm the route for the flower carriage. Fortunately, I know nothing about the route for the flower carriage. What? You're not involved in the festival at all? The Academia couldn't convince you to help out? Organizing festivals is not part of my job description. Really think the Academia could convince me otherwise? A point. Well, could you at least take a look at the final explosion? Explosion? Yeah, the candy tower I designed is going to hit the flower carriage at a designated time and explode into pieces, shooting candy in all directions. Not the dangerous kind of explosion, though. It's supposed to look like fireworks. I consulted a bunch of food engineering papers, so it's completely safe. The candy is soft, and the packaging is as smooth as silk flower fabric. Once I receive the secret signal, Marak will activate the mechanism from afar. That way I can make sure the explosion goes off at the right time and place. When is that supposed to be? Dendro Archon passes by on the flower carriage. Once we receive the signal, we'll launch it and kaboom! Forget to factor in the object's trajectory and the humidity level. Already done. The mechanism inside the candy tower controls for those factors. The plan is completely foolproof. And then that's when we jumped in.
Okay, so that's what all this was about?
Had your mind set on a very different interpretation.
Well, about that.
Alright, let me explain. And then she explains. Ability to see the future? That's incredible. Fascinating. Formulated a hypothesis based on your interpretation of the gem's abilities, yet the results failed to corroborate it. Perhaps this calls for a different postulation.
Maybe you could dumb that down a little.
You assumed you were seeing the future, but what if you were actually seeing the past?
The past?
Jangier said that this was the second time his wind generator broke down. Mechanical failures of that nature come with predictable consequences. His lack of surprise suggests something similar happened in the past. As for the falling crates, during a busy time like the Sabzeruz festival, people often stack their crates on both sides of the street, likely leading to similar accidents. Seeing people have a private conversation in a secluded place is even more common. So you're saying we just happen to witness events that have occurred before? It's easy for mundane events to appear special. Either you can predict the future and make it deviate off course, or you happen to witness the past. Yeah, the second option seems a bit easier to swallow. Not why I brought it up. I was simply trying to offer a change in perspective.
Well, it does explain what we saw.
Conditions and actions required to trigger this power are still unclear. If you plan to investigate further, you should pay attention to those two factors. Speaking of a change of perspective, maybe you were the one who scared Marak off. Genius thought, if Marak and I have never met before. Yeah, Marak should be used to you, especially after I programmed it to recognize your voice. Something else must have happened.
Kaveh, if Marak is missing, what's that thing coming toward us right now?
It's Marak. His suitcase. Marak, where have you been? Beep beep. Went to look for more coffee beans because the shop was out of stock? Hey, if they're out, they're out. You don't have to go that far. Crack sure is persistent.
Candace, something on your mind?
Just thinking about Mr. Halhatham's fury. It makes sense until we factor in the robbery in the desert.
Huh.
Steinari. Oh, you're all here. Something wrong? You look troubled. Just trying to work out through some mysteries. Oh, right, it's almost time for our meeting. We'll catch up with you on the way. I'm needed at the house of Dana. See you later.
Yep, bye-bye.
Huh? Go to the gathering spot. Oh, there's Faruzan, who unfortunately doesn't have her voice. Nice of you to finally show up, all young and capable, yet one of you could get here before a senior such as myself. Apologies, Madam Faruzan. We got caught up in a discussion. Discussion more important than the candy tower? Finding a suitable material for the candy that was supposed to be the priority, or we might not make it in time for the parade. Well, did you figure something out? Yes, took me several dozen papers, but I got it in the end. Well, at least you young people work fast. Alright, now's no time to slack off. We need to focus or we still not make it in time. Right, we should leave the other case to Sino. There's not much we can do from here anyway. Let's get to it. Don't make me order you around like little kids. Oh, and Kaveh, you wanted a mechanism to simulate the parade, right? I finished it. Already? That's amazing. No more difficult than Avaret's standard curriculum 100 years ago. Here, let me know if it works. Thank you so much, Madam Faruzan. Rick, mind helping me test this out? I need to observe the carriage to make adjustments on the to the candy tower. Oh, now we get to do this all over again. Except this one's probably easy since it's story related. Or it's probably more like a tutorial of the actual, like, mini game. Like, would you get all the flowers just in time? Oh, not bad. It looks like a successful simulation. Thanks to you two, I already have a pretty good idea of how the tower should look. Alright, now it's time for the production phase. Go ahead and sketch out the design. We'll deal with the candy part. Where are Kale and Dea? They've been at Miss Dunyazard's house for the past couple of days working on the candy decorations. I'm sure they have it under control.
Oh, wait, now that you mention it, why aren't we meeting in the city? Wouldn't that be more convenient?
Right under the Dendro Archon's nose. It would be too easy to run into her. And yet she starts to approach. Being further away from Sumeru City means our chances of getting caught are lower. The last thing we want is for the Dendro Archon to discover the surprise. What's going on here? I thought I just heard my name. Oh, shame she doesn't have her voice either. Proud. Oh, snap. Ah, she hit it. Huh? Kaveh? Madam Faruzan? Call this a design? What possessed you to use that kind of material for the roof? Oh, Get along. Design overturns centuries of Sumeru architectural tradition. The Dendro Archon would be devastated if she saw it. Yes, you're right. I mean, just look at the facade. Completely unacceptable. I'm sure you can come up with new design in a few days, right? Of course, I'll get something to you first thing tomorrow. Oh, so it was a conversation about architecture. I think innovation can be a good thing. Don't mind us, Archon. Kaveh is an intelligent young man. He just goes overboard sometimes. Really lets his imagination run wild. Don't worry, it's a simple fix. I see. Nothing to worry about. All right, if you say so. Still, I'd be happy to take a look at the plans. I might be able to give some pointers. No. Oh, is this not a good time? Oh, well, about that. Extremely uncomfortable. Are they afraid to show me their work? Or embarrassed to talk about the problem? Plans? Oh, I almost forgot. My friend has them. That guy's always causing trouble. I'll fetch him in a bit. Definitely up to something. Nilu. Yeah, this scene would have played out a hell of a lot better if they had their voices. Save us now. Archon. Nilu, did you need something? Yes, I've been looking for you all over. The folks at Subzar Theater had some questions about the program for the Sabzeruz festival. Yes. Oh, I'll head over right away. Thank you for coming all this way, Nilu. Well, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to pay us a visit. Trouble, I've had a lot of free time lately. I heard things were getting lively at Port Ormos, so I decided to come take a look. I guess we should head back, Nilu. See you all some other time. Nilu doesn't have her bloody voice either.
That was too close.
Sorry for yelling at just now, Kaveh. Don't worry, I have nothing but absolute confidence in your design. Make it a habit of speaking like that to a capable junior. It's alright, I understand. Oh, Kaveh, by the way... Hop to it, Kaveh. We need those plans. Do I really need to watch you do the revisions for this to get done? I'm going. I just wanted to say, you can always come to me if you need guidance or help with anything. Don't worry, Archon. This is all under control. Take care, Archon.
Hyman's heart can't take much more of this.
Move our meeting spot over to Paris-Dai just in case. Port Ormos was a good choice in terms of location, but we forgot to factor in the festivities. Go now? This is the best choice. Kaveh can focus on designing the candy tower. The rest of us will transport the materials. Don't worry, Kaveh. I'll support you no matter what design you come up with. Thanks. Ruzan said she doesn't for juniors, but I feel like I just got a glimpse of a true senior researcher. Nothing senior about her appearance. Alright, it's decided. Let's meet tomorrow at Paris-Dai. That quest. Still got a third one to get done, though.
There's no difference between the desert and the sea.
Gotta wait until the following morning.
How can
Alright, next morning.
Boat.
Time to meet up with everyone again. We need to go to Party's DI. Come on, let's go check out how the preparations are going.
Yes, let's.
Maybe she overslept.
No, that hasn't happened before. Anyone see her on the way here?
We're here! What's got you all looking so worried?
Like how it suddenly started raining. Miss Nilu isn't here yet.
Oh, maybe she's just running late.
Not like her. She's come early every other time we've met. Besides, Sino went to the Grand Bazaar to meet up with her before the meeting.
But I was told she had left first thing this morning.
And now Sino's here, but Nilu's still nowhere to be found.
Exactly why we're worried. Progress with the robbery case?
We interrogated the people in charge of the caravan on the day of the incident. But they were technically the victims of the case, and all their goods were lost, so there was no evidence to investigate. Their goods are certainly suspicious, but until we recover them, all we can do is to observe the caravan under the guise of protection. We contacted the original seller of the gem. Apparently, he sold the other half to a young man in the desert, but that's all he could tell us.
Summarize the location of the hazardous materials and the second gem are a complete mystery, and now Nilu is missing as well.
Wait, you think Nilu's disappearance is connected to all this?
Still not sure if the three events are connected, but if they are, then it would probably have something to do with Nilu's dance as Sabzeruz. Dance is a key part of the festival. If someone was trying to sabotage the celebrations, Nilu would be a natural target.
Traveler, Candace, there's no time to waste. Let's try to follow her trail. Tainari, can you stay back and explain the situation to everyone when they arrive?
Of course, it's still possible Nilu was simply held up by something urgent. I'll wait here.
Let's start with the Grand Bazaar. We should ask around for clues.
Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it rains. If you should choose to pick any, be sure to store them appropriately. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those?
Oh, thought we were nearby the Adventurers Guild. Running the commissions.
Mr. Zubair!
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
We're looking for Nilu. Do you know where she is?
Nilu. She left bright and early this morning. Said she had to help out a friend.
Was she by herself? And did you happen to see which gate she used to leave the city?
Well, she definitely left alone. As for the direction, I think she left through the gate to the north.
So, the complete opposite direction of Pardis Di.
Did something happen? This is no time for practical jokes, you know.
Mr. Zubair, could you send word to Pardis Di if Nilu comes back to the Grand Bazaar?
Of course. I'm sure she just got caught up in something. Still, let me know if you find her.
We will. All right. Let's leave through the north gate and see what we can find.
It's starting to get serious now.
Miss Navita, have you seen Nilu this morning?
Nilu? Oh yes, I saw her head out of the city. She was wearing the prettiest outfit.
Which way did she go?
That way, I believe.
Was there anyone following her? Did everything look okay?
I mean, it looked like she was in a good mood. She even stopped to say hello. And no, I didn't see anyone else.
All right. Thank you.
Went this way.
Excuse me. Have any of you seen Miss Nilu from Zubair Theater come this way?
Yes, General. I saw Miss Nilu cross the bridge after leaving the city this morning. There was a man waiting for her on the other side.
Wait, could that be the person who bought the second gem?
Did you see the man's face?
Unfortunately, no. He was too far away.
Understood. If she comes back this way, tell her to find me at Part East DI.
Yes, General.
Let's keep going.
Jeez. Custom pin. I forget what that was.
The trail ends here. There's no one else we can ask for clues.
There are intersecting sets of footprints on the ground. We could try tracking some of them.
With this many traces, it's easy to get mixed up. Let me take a closer look.
He's gonna start sniffing them. Wait, that figure, it's... Excuse me for a moment, you two.
Sure. We'll continue analyzing the footprints over here.
Tell us right away if you find anything. It's an Aranara.
Arasaka, it's you!
Eek, it's a nice golden Nara. Arasaka must hide.
Why would you need to hide? We're friends, aren't we?
Friends? Arasaka is friends with the golden Nara, but Arapa said Arasaka can't talk to too many people right now.
Oh, why?
He thinks Arasaka will let everything slip by accident. Eek, Arasaka shouldn't say it anymore.
Let things slip, huh? Okay, we just have one question. Did you see a girl walk by?
A Nara with red hair. Red Nara who's pretty like a Disara? Yes, Arasaka saw that Nara.
Really? Which way did she go?
She went towards a messy pile of rocks with another Nara, but Arasaka doesn't know them.
A messy pile of rocks?
Probably the ruins near the fane of Ashtava.
Oh, that makes sense! Thank you, Arasaka.
Arasaka is happy to help kind Golden Nara. Kind Golden Nara has helped Arasaka in the past.
Arasaka, about the other thing you mentioned.
Arasaka doesn't know anything. Arasaka won't say anything else.
Well, guess that ends this conversation. Well, let's tell Sino and Candace what we learned.
Talk to the mushroom people.
The Fane of Ashwata?
Ashvata. That's how you pronounce it. Footprints lead in that direction as well.
Where did you get this information?
Well, we were tipped off by some friends. We can vouch for the information.
All right. I trust you.
Go after them. Hopefully... Oh. Premonition again.
Another vision?
Yes, but this time I only heard faint voices. What did they say? Sound like two people having a conversation. There was someone asking, will she find out? And something about following the tracks.
Was Nilu one of the voices?
Couldn't tell. The voices were too muffled.
Let's head towards the ruins for now. The vision could mean we're on the right track.
for a punch, huh?
I was trying to not aggro you lot. Where the hell is... Oh, you're really far away. Okay.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Not triggering anything. Maybe I need to get higher then. There we go. I had to get higher.
We should be getting close.
This area is usually full of treasure hoarders. Nilo could be in danger.
Look over there. Oh, there's Nilu.
It's Nilo! Hey!
I don't think she can hear us. We're too far away.
Come on, let's go!
Wow, can't believe we walked this far already. Getting close, right?
Nilo!
Huh?
Nilo! We knew there'd be a bad guy with you! Leave her alone, you...
Ah.
Huh?
Sethos. By bad guy, do you mean me?
What are you doing here?
Am I not supposed to be here? What are you guys doing here?
Can we stick to one question at a time? Oh, wait, that one doesn't count.
What dreadful cacophony! Are we not allowed a quiet place to practice?
Oh, this thing talks now. This character's from a side quest,
Sabzeruz!
which I actually have not fully completed yet.
Ah, Pale Floater. And my Yasnapati!
You know this red floating being?
Excuse you. I, Sorush, am a noble pari, and the Bloom Guard of Quarina.
Sabzeruz is a pari we met in the Vorukasha Oasis. She's really nice. You just have to get used to the way she talks.
Sethos, that item on your person. Oh, you mean this cracked Widget eye? Oh, he's got the other one.
So you were the one who bought the other gem.
A Wijat Eye Pari. Sounds like something I've read about before.
Then you could probably guess what really happened.
Now's not the time for riddles. Everyone in the city is still worried about Nilu.
about me, but I left a message for everyone.
Message? What message?
We never received anything like that.
Don't tell me Rashnu fell asleep halfway there. Again?
Oh, hearing that name, this is all starting to check out.
Who's Rashnu?
Ari that was supposed to pass on my message. She did look really tired earlier.
Hold on, let's take this one thing at a time. First, what are you guys doing here?
Well, that explanation starts with the first time I met Sorush.
Sabzeruz, they're here.
I've had enough of these insufferable rascals, wreaking havoc in the desert right and left. Wake up, Rashnu! We need to teach them a lesson or we'll never get another good night's sleep.
Interesting how how these three are voiced.
I'll trap them with my thorns when they pass by, and you can take care of the rest. Perfect! They don't stand a chance. Let's give them a taste of sheer terror!
What in the... Thorns?
Boss, the wagon is stuck!
Huh?
Now!
So that's what happened. The Pari attacked the caravan.
Behold my might!
And we get to play it.
Bombs! There are bombs falling from the sky!
Ah! Stop panicking!
Perish, you scoundrels!
Probably had enough, don't you think?
Who might you be?
Name's Sethos. I was out on a walk when I heard the commotion, so I came to check it out. Surely destroyed their goods. I say you can stop here. These kind of situations can easily get out of hand.
Brazen youth! Have you any idea to whom you speak?
The Bloomguard Sorush, renowned among the Pari. All children of the desert know your name.
So you're not entirely ignorant after all. Fine, I'm willing to call it a day. But if those scoundrels continue to disrupt the peace of this land, I will show no mercy!
Two of us really hit it off after that, so I became her guide in Sumeru City.
You really can get along with anyone, huh?
Sethos fulfilled his duty well. I have come here for a monumental task.
What task?
I heard Lesser Lord Kusanali is currently celebrating her birthday in the city. As her familiars, the Pari have decided to bestow upon her a special gift. As decided by Elder Zervin, the Bloomguard of the Pari, that would be me, will present the Dance of Sabzeruz to Lesser Lord Kusanali, a tradition passed down over the centuries.
Old Sorush the dancer was already decided, but she insisted on meeting Nilou in person.
Good thing I did. How was I to know the current version is nothing like the original?
Well, there are bound to be changes over the centuries.
So excited to see the original version, I begged Miss Sorush to teach me. Such a rare opportunity. If I present the special version at the Sabzeruz festival, I'm sure the Dendro Archon will love it, and all the spectators too.
I appreciated young Nilou's determination, so I invited her here to practice in peace.
Oh, so that's what happened. Feels like we've been chasing bad guys for days, but in the end, there were no bad guys at all. It was all for the heat of surprise.
Hold on, don't forget about the guys with the fireworks. You still haven't figured out what they were up to. Havoc in the desert, trying to turn a profit by illegally excavating ruins and tombs. That's my guess.
That would explain why they chose a remote path away from Aru village. They're lucky you didn't catch them in the act.
A few moments with me and they'd be begging for their days of baking in the hot sun.
Okay, remind Paimon not to get on Candace's bad side.
By the way, Miss Candace, I notice you're carrying the other half of the Wedget Eye.
Oh yeah! What exactly is this thing?
It was a gift from King Deshret to Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Probably belonged to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, actually, but given what happened to Irminsul... That's right. So you've read the legend, too.
I only know the basics. I never thought these two gems could be connected to the relic from the legend.
I only bought the gem because it seemed like there was something special about it. The legend didn't come into play until I checked certain texts back at the Temple of Silence. Legend has it that King Deshret and the Goddess of Flowers, Lady Malikata, both prepared surprise gifts for Lesser Lord Kusanali during the first Sabzeruz festival. They scattered candy along a path that led her towards the site of the banquet. Eventually she arrived at a lake, where she heard the sound of music. Lord Al-Amar was plucking the strings of an instrument while Lady Malikata performed a beautiful dance. Together, the two extended their heartfelt wishes to their dear friend, and each bestowed upon her a precious gift. Lady Malikata gave her the Kanverna to protect the rainforest, and Lord Al-Amar gave her the Wedget Eye to record the moments they shared together.
But the Wedget Eye was lost after the cataclysm in Conria, buried deep beneath the sands.
Until now.
And Lesser Lord Kusanali turned the Quarina into a divine bird, tasked with guarding the border between new birth and death, until the bird shattered into pieces and gave rise to the party.
So Candace actually saw things recorded by the Wedget Eye.
Definitely surprised it still had the power to record events after all this time. Power seems only to resonate with the people of Al-Amar, also known as the descendants of King Deshret. Despite the damage, it still holds many secrets, many scenes from the past. Faint voices I heard earlier. Who actually have been Lord Al-Amar and the Goddess of Flowers? What do you plan to do with the two pieces of the eye? Don't mind, I'd like to place them under the custody of the Temple of Silence. I agree with that decision.
Technically, the eye belongs to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Why don't you just give it back?
I'm not sure that would be wise. Even if she remembers the story, I fear all that remains in this fragmented piece of memory is grief. Record of sad memories. As Nahida's friend, I don't want her to feel sad on her birthday.
I don't fully understand your reasoning, but if this is the decision of the group, as well as my Yasnapati, then I shall object no further. Well, are you going to let me teach the girl the dance of Sabzeruz, or do you intend to drag this on incessantly?
She's got a point. Now that we know it was all a false alarm, let's go back and tell everyone what happened. They're probably worried.
I'll tell the other Matra to keep an eye out for that caravan. If we find evidence of any misconduct, we won't let them off lightly.
Guess I'll stay here then. There's a bunch of monsters nearby, so it's always good to have someone stand guard. Sorry to make you worry, everyone. I'll head back and help once I'm done learning this dance.
Focus! No more distractions! Now, follow along!
Yes, Master Shorush.
Watch closely. 1 and 2 and...
1 and 2 and... So now we're going to go back down here.
Take it easy.
Finally back. I was so worried. I was this close to sending some mercs after you. Nothing bad happened, right?
Nope, it was all just a misunderstanding.
Which then we proceed to explain the misunderstanding. That's a relief. I'm glad it's all taken care of.
How are the preparations going?
Kave's diagram is done. It looked like he pulled an all-nighter to finish it, so he went home to sleep. Built the frame of the tower while you were gone.
I think I'll check it over later, though. We were so worried about you all. It was kind of hard to focus.
Nice that she's got her voice. Like all the unnamed NPCs and maybe like one or two main characters still have their voice because they're not part of the same group of voice actors that are on the strike.
Great! We don't have to worry about missing the parade!
Speaking of the parade, could I ask you for a favor, Crick? Academia wants the representatives from each darshan to nominate someone to serve as the Knight of Flowers for the parade. After some discussion, we all agreed you should be the best person for the job. What do you think? It would be my honor. Great, you're the hero of Sumeru and a personal friend of the Dendro Archon. We all thought you were the best candidate. You knock it out of the park. Hey, don't stress him out. Wait, aren't you also in the parade this time, Candace? Playing the tanbur, right? Yes, I'm providing the background music for Miss Nilu's dance.
Whoa, Paimon's never heard you play music before!
If you like it, you're welcome in Aru Village any time. I'm more than happy to lull you to sleep.
Actually, I have a favor to ask as well. These are the decorations for the flower carriage. Could you bring them to the sanctuary of Surasthana and hang them on the carriage? Oh, it would mean a lot to have the Knight of Flowers personally decorated.
My pleasure.
You can count on us!
Everyone splits up the remaining tasks. Anticipation for the festival makes for quick work. You know, the sun is set, and everyone breaks for the night.
We're done. Now we just have to go to the sanctuary of Surasthana and hang the decorations on the flower carriage. Huh. Wonder what the sanctuary looks like the night before the festival. Let's go check it out.
Big ass carriage. Looks pretty. And it just needs to drive itself.
That should be good. All we need to do now is wait for the parade tomorrow.
All the preparations done. Wait until the start of the parade. Wait until tomorrow. And here comes the birthday girl. That's literally what this festival is. It's her birthday. Been avoiding me lately. They're acting squirrely. Hiding something. Have to get to the bottom of this after the parade. First, birthday celebrations with delicious candy, a beautiful flower carriage, and... Ah! Sorry to keep you waiting, dear Archon. Time to head out, dear Knight of Flowers. Now I think we're gonna get a cutscene, yeah. Woke up, I was riding in a flower carriage. It was my birthday. Yeah, this should have been voiced. Knight of Flowers and their attendants found me. Archon, we finally found you. The people can't wait to meet you. Sabzeruz festival began. Everyone smiled and gathered around.
Are those Parisaras?
Everyone prepared a bunch of surprises for me. Candy exploded in all directions like dazzling fireworks. Ready? 3, 2, 1. A bird suddenly appeared. In that moment, the world erupted in brilliant color. Actually, I have a surprise of my own. Come on out. Ah, the Aranaras. And then the mushroom people all disappeared. When I woke up, I was riding in a flower carriage. Felt just like a dream. Never I had witnessed a more perfect day. Parade of the flower carriage has concluded without a hitch, and you all return to Paris Die. Here's to a successful birthday surprise. Cheers. Knew it. I knew you had it in you. Ave, you truly are a genius architect. She says as she talks to Dea. Madame Feruzon, I think you might have had a little too much to drink. Able to contain her excitement since she saw the candy tower hit the flower carriage. I even saw her sneak a few extra drinks just now. Hey, we all deserve to loosen up at once in a while. That's what festivals are for. By the way, Candace, you're playing amazing out there. How come you've never showed us before? Well, it's just something I do in passing. When the night watch is calm and the stars are out, I like to play a few tunes to pass the time. Saying the stars in the sky get to hear you play more than us? No fair. Honestly, I think Miss Nilu's dancing was the real star of the event. Hey, when did this become about me? Let's see. Jet Eye is now under custody of the Temple of Silence. You can borrow for research if you want. No need. Certain objects merely represent a period of history. Once the events they exemplify are brought to light, there's little value in further study. I thought you at least wanted to see it. A legendary gem like that is sure to be a wonder to behold. Couldn't hurt to take a look. I'm not about to make the trip to the Temple of Silence for that. It's too far. You and your hermit tendencies, I swear. Although if someone ever brings it to the Academia for appraisal and certification, I wouldn't mind taking a look.
On that topic, I wonder how much it's worth.
Never really thought about it. It's kind of like an ancient palace, in a way. How many people are going to break off a piece of the wall and send it for appraisal? That actually sounds like something my Darshan would do. Heard some of the underclassmen had quite a sense of curiosity. That does happen, write a report and send it to my office. Huh? Is that protocol or something? No, I just like to know when interesting things are brought back to the Academia. I don't want to check it out. Why did I even bother asking? I should just get my mouth shut. Interesting. You use reports as a sort of alarm clock system.
An alarm? Yes, that's what I heard just now. Dear friends, a critical moment has arrived.
Wait, I didn't hear anything. It's not like Manubis would call on you and not me.
It is time to come together and play genius in...
Is that Kale calling for me? Sorry, gotta go. Genius invocation this and genius invocation that. When Kale is gonna give me an excuse to leave. That Sino and his genius invocation. One seems to be having a lot of fun. What about you? Are you having fun? Yeah, I just know this will be the most unforgettable birthday I'll ever have.
life ahead of you. Isn't it too early to draw such a conclusion?
Not at all. Sometimes a single moment is all it takes to know you'll remember something for the rest of your life. Your name is Sabzeruz, right? Would you and your friends ever consider coming to live in Sumeru City?
Thank you for your kindness, Great Archon. But we Pari have our own duties, and we find the city a bit too noisy.
So, if you spend more time among people, you might start to enjoy the commotion.
Well, that's also true. I have fond memories of my adventures with Pale Floater and my Yasnapati.
Except we never fully completed your world quest, so I don't know why you even say that.
Really? Paimon's happy to hear that. It felt like this Sabzeruz festival had surprises for everyone. When you called out the Aranara, Paimon nearly fell out of the sky in shock.
I'm glad you like it. I told them to stay hidden so no one knew what was coming.
No wonder Arasaka was so flustered. He was trying to keep it a secret. Oh, Paimon's sure everyone in Sumeru loved the surprise. It felt like a dream.
Dream, huh?
Nahida?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering if the whole thing might be a dream. And we should do our best to remember it. Huh? Let's capture this moment forever, so that even if we wake up, this moment will never be lost. That must have been what Alamar wanted when he gave Rukkhadevata the Wujat Eye. But we don't have anything that powerful. We still have our own way to stop time. How can we do that? It's called a camera. All right, everyone closer together, please. People on the left, make some room. Someone is stepping on my shoe. Sorry, Madame Faruzan, there's not a lot of space.
Pale Floater! This spot is reserved for the mighty Pari.
Paimon's the only one allowed to float next to him.
You meant a picture. I never thought about it that way before. Now on, every time you look at the photo, you'll remember the joy of this moment. I have experience with this kind of stuff, but I trust you. With all my heart, the time will stop for us in this moment. End the picture, Kaveh. Set the timer, and we're good. Everyone ready? 3, 2, 1. I actually get a copy of that. There, and the story's now complete. Oh, okay. We get a framed picture to put in the Serenity plot. I wanted an actual screenshot. Those are complete. So we did the story. Now all that's left is to do the rest of the events to get everything else. Once I hit 800, then we're pretty much done because we get the Candace and this thing. So if we can get 1,000, then I can have another Crown of Insight, which could be handy. I already got plenty of those. Where do we keep those now? Probably in here, I think. No, it'll be in here because it's a character refinement item. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, I got a stack of 25 for Gucci.
Osmanthic.
So that completes that. Now we can go back to Natlin and do whatever. You need to turn in my commissions. Timer, I still got at least an hour of the stream. Part of me kind of wants to play some No Man's Sky now. I don't know.
Thank you for
I don't know how much we get done in an hour, but...
Add Astra.
Yeah, I think I feel like doing that. Save the rest of the Archon quest to this some other day. There's no real time limit on that. Did I get any wishes? I didn't. Well, I got enough Prima Gems, but I'd rather save these. Oh, you fell asleep, Knight? Well, I hope you had a good nap. Don't worry, there's still time in the stream. Yeah, what we're gonna do... We're actually gonna switch over to No Man's Sky. I'm gonna see if I can crank in an hour bit for that. I'll be it for the Genshin impacts. Now we'll hop on to No Man's Sky and see if we can do a little more progress in the latest expedition. Was the original plan of the stream tonight, but I wanted to stream that event. 24-hour stream. If I didn't have work tomorrow, I probably would push it. I might be able to squeeze in an extra hour, but we'll see. All right. Get that No